Today we are going to discuss that after the birth of a baby, at what age should complementary feeding be started and how?
After birth, as soon as the child attains 6 months of age, the baby should be initiated with complementary food. After 6 months of age, mother's milk alone is not enough for the proper growth of a baby who is growing very fast. So it is necessary to give home-cooked, fresh and soft food along with mother's milk as soon as the baby is 6 months old. We find that in rural areas, mothers start giving complementary food much later to the baby, say at 8 or even 10 months. But in some urban areas, they start it much earlier, in the 4th or 5th month itself, which is too soon for proper digestion. Because many women are working mothers and they don't have time for breastfeeding.
So what food should be given as complementary food?
We need not give ready-made or packaged products. Homemade and freshly cooked food can be given to the baby. In the beginning, this food should be semi-solid, soft, thick and granular like ghee. As the child grows, the density and variety of the food should go on increasing, so that by the time the child is 1 year old, he or she will be able to eat the food cooked for the family. Many mothers make the mistake that they start giving only watery food like vegetable soup, fruit juices, rice or dal gruel, whereas the food should be semi-solid. Watery food will quickly fill up the baby's small stomach but will provide very little nutrition in terms of calories and proteins. Another common mistake is that biscuits, local bread, tea and other soft drinks are given as a complementary food, which is unhealthy and bad for digestion. You can also give groundnuts or chana, laddus or homemade snacks which the child can eat easily. After 6 months of age, mother's milk is not enough for optimal growth of a baby, even if the mother thinks that her milk is enough. If the baby is not started on complementary food after 6 months, then it will not grow to its full potential. It will become thin and weak, always falling ill with poor immunity, short in height, and its brain growth will be compromised for life. It will become malnourished with low IQ. The possibility of such a child falling ill or dying also increases.
Some mothers say that eggs should not be given because they increase the heat in the body. How true is that?
This is a misconception. Actually, eggs are very good source of vitamins and have very high quality proteins. So after completing 7 to 8 months, you should give eggs to your baby, especially if you are not giving meat or cow's milk. The baby must get some animal protein. Start with the yellow part and start giving egg white after 1 or 2 months.
In the same way, some people feel that bananas should be avoided. What do you say?
It is another misconception that bananas cause cold. Bananas are very good for baby's health and they are nutritious too. It is also observed that babies like to eat bananas. So bananas are highly recommended for babies. These are similar misconceptions that pineapple, chicken, sesame, mango and papaya increases heat, or that cucumber, curd cause cold, guava, oranges cause cough. These are all misconceptions.
How many times in a day should complementary food is given?
Its frequency should increase as the baby grows. When the baby is 6 to 9 months old, food should be given 2 to 3 times along with mother's milk. When baby is 9 to 12 months of age, food should be given 3 to 4 times along with breast milk. And when the baby is 1 year or more than a year old, then food should be given as much as 5 to 7 times. Mother's milk should be continued throughout. But it is observed that many mothers feed their babies only 2 to 3 times whenever other family members eat, and this practice is very wrong. Baby's stomach is much smaller than adults, so it can eat only small portions at one time. So we must feed it more frequently. As the baby grows, we should give the baby food of increasing density and variety. From 6 to 8 months, food which is soft, mashed and has consistency like ghee should be given. From 8 to 12 months, the baby should be given solid food like fruit, vegetables, eggs, a piece of chapati or bhakri. After 1 year, the baby should be given the regular food which is made for the family. Only it should be less spicy and less hot. It should be fed along with the family members but in a separate plate.
What are the common mistakes that mothers make during this entire process?
Mothers feed their baby fewer times. Feed them more liquid food. Feed only rice, dal, or only 1 or 2 items instead of giving a large variety of foods, or give their babies very spicy food which the adults are used to. Often, parents give their babies junk food or unhealthy food full of artificial preservatives and color chemicals like chips, kurkure, frames. They give biscuits, bread, toast, khari, and tea for breakfast or when in a hurry. These are all wrong practices. Another mistake is that the content of vegetable and dal or pulses is less. The ratio of rice to dal should be 2:1, that is 2 part rice and 1 part thick dal.
Namaskar.